welcome back to Life on the Franch. Um, Today we're going to be talking about free speech, which is going to be a topic that I'm going to do every Friday, free Speech Fridays. Today we're going to be talking about college speech rights. So, what is the news this week? So, 3 cases: Idaho, Montana, and South Pacific University all had free speech related uh, drama, events uh, that happened this week alone. This week, so we've got a lot to talk about. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So Idaho passed a law that uh, seeks to expand free speech rights on college campuses by making a new speech code for college campuses, or at least like putting in like some, you can't go, your speech code cannot be more restrictive than this. At the and Universities are at risk of students suing them for noncompliance. So this, in effect, gives universities an incentive to allow more free speech and to reduce their speech codes, thus increasing speech rights on the college campus. So, what's a speech code? For backstory. So, speech codes are guidelines that universities use to, like, police or like limit what students can get in trouble for saying. So that's speech codes, and again, so Idaho still has them, but they're supposed to be less restrictive. So in my opinion, that's a step forward, and it was passed by conservatives. So now we move on to Montana. Montana passed a bill which prevents universities from denying resources to student organizations just because they have, because of their like religious beliefs or political or ideological leanings, even if they're offensive. It passed. So this could be seen as a step forward for free speech, in the sense that money's speech, or like that money can bring you things that are speech, like materials for posters, water for protests, milk for protests, and whatever it may be, protective gear. So that happened. Um, Now, it was passed by conservatives. Um, However, it should be noted that this bill actually already came up once before in Montana, and it was a bipartisan bill at the time. It's pretty much exactly the same as the current bill, and had bipartisan support from conservatives and liberals, so Democrats and Republicans. However, the Democrat governor at the time vetoed the bill. now they have a Republican governor, and so it has gone through again, but this time it has been split along party lines, and so it's now a conservative bill, a Republican bill, if you will, like pretty much exclusively sponsored by them. And that is interesting. And very Southern Pacific University, which is a Christian college, recently has been the site of student protests because one of their professors was fired allegedly because he's out as gay. And the documents from the university have a code about, like, a code of conduct, and one of those is about believing in men and women as the end all be all of relationships. So students did not like this, and so they are protesting. It's also turning into a legal battle, so we'll definitely be talking about it again because it is going to court. So this week is broiling with free speech topics. Who's protecting free speech then? I kind of would argue that nobody is, but everybody is. If you know what I'm saying. Like, here's the realm of free speech, right? It's going to be flipped, so I'm doing it the way I see it looking at myself. So this is my right hand. This is my left hand. So the left is going to support the speech that is, supporting leftist causes. Like, Democrats are going to support those. Republicans are going to support causes that they support. That pretty much wraps up the free speech news, Free Speech Friday, for this week. I'll be back next week, either with more legislation or with more things about free speech. If you're interested in learning more about campus speech, like college speech in general, I would recommend, again, Free Speech on Campus by Sigal and Porath. And this is kind of from an administrative perspective. How is the school trying to balance these issues? So this would give you an insight as to how schools, like universities, are trying to navigate appeasing students, or even they agree with the students, and free speech, and like campus rallies and protests. Another book that covers this topic, it's not the whole book, but it does cover this topic, is Campus Politics by Johnathan Zimmerman. Even if you don't know anything about free speech, this is a book that is very easy to read. It's not written in any sort of like academic way. It's meant to be easily accessible for the masses. So I hope you enjoyed my first Free Speech Friday. If you have any suggestions for either topics for me to cover or ways that I can change this up, like so that it's more clear, leave them down below. Or if you have questions about anything, and again, I'll link all of my sources in the description. And yeah, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like it, they will be coming on Fridays. So click subscribe and ding the bell button. Anyhow, most importantly, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.